Hey guys, so this is another update video. This time is for Yuki, and as promised, I've got the footage finally, and pretty good one, by the way. Because the thing is that I was able to fight this war with somebody that used Yuki on +1. And that was these fights are pretty cool, guys, for sure. I wasn't expecting her to be used at +1. I thought that was pretty much like +3, but at +1 with the right team, yeah, she can actually do a lot of stuff. So without further ado, let me show you the first one. Check it out. So yeah, pretty impressive, guys. Remember that Yuki is not your finisher. You see, he's not your ender. Remember ender heroes? I think I spoke about that on my defense instructionals. Those are the heroes that end the fight or win you the fight when you're on defense. There are two ways to actually win, which is outlast your enemy and like let them locked out, or have one or two or even three heroes that actually eliminate the enemy team. So yeah, Yuki is not going to be that type of hero. However, Gwendolyn on that fight did all the work of actually destroying the enemy there. In that situation, I don't think that the one attacking was expecting that fight to be so hard in that situation. Yeah, that's why he got 0 points there. So anyhow, I'm going to show you another fight versus the exact same team on defense. Her on +1 and all that good stuff. But this time it's a lot. It's an attack team that is a lot more serious and a lot more strong. Let's see what happens.
Hocus pocus. Feel the fury of gravity. No one survives the suffering. Hocus pocus. Feel the fury. Hocus pocus. No one survives the storm. Fire leads us to eternity! Hocus pocus. No one survives the storm dragon. Hocus pocus. No one survives the storm dragon. Hocus pocus. Feel the fury of gravity.
The power of thunder!
Hocus pocus. No one survives the suffering. Hocus pocus. Feel the fury of dragons. Hocus pocus. No one survives the storm dragons.
The power of thunder!
Hocus pocus. No one survives the storm dragons. Hocus pocus. No one survives the storm dragons.
So yeah, guys, that red team was pretty amazing. It's pretty powerful. However, it still wasn't able to take down Yuki. If you see the fight really closely, you will notice that there are certain moments in which Gillian was able to actually activate her ability to turn green the enemies, but with the frickin' freeze. That gave Gwendolyn enough time to eliminate some of those red heroes, which is a monumental power, guys. Remember that that red, and don't underestimate the red team. That red team, 30k power plus has maxed out Gillian, and all the heroes are maxed out there. And turning any of the two enemies that are on defense turn into green, that's all that team needs. That team is able to take out almost any team on defense in the game, and that's if the right conditions are there. So having Yuki lowering the defense by 30%, lowering the attack by 30%, minus 33% mana game, and on top of that, freezing, that made the red team slow and weak enough that Gwendolyn was able to finish off the fight there. For sure, very powerful stuff, guys. So remember, Yuki is not an ender. You have to put another hero that is an ender next to you or in the team with Yuki, because she's gonna help the rest of the team actually achieve victory in so many freaking different ways. Yeah, so I recommend that doing a team like this that will actually try to lure green teams to attack, because green doesn't have right now a realm hero that is a team realm. In other words, that affects their own team. So there's no counter to a realm when you're playing green. So yeah, doing a team like this could be really effective in your wars for sure. Very powerful stuff, guys. So yeah, I'm a believer. At +1, she's definitely going to be useful on defense for sure. And I actually attacked that team on defense. I was able to beat it. However, yeah, I used my yellow team. I wasn't able to record it. Sorry, I forgot to record it. But let me tell you what happened. I used my yellow team, and I was able to counter her round many times. But remember that Alia is still in the team, so she's going to go off a lot. And many times I got many of my teams frozen, so the fight was really long. It took me a long time to beat it, but I was able to beat it. And my team was I think 40, 50k more power, so I shouldn't have had so much problems defeating it, but I still had problems defeating it, so yeah. Yuki for sure, out of all my testing, she is a powerhouse on defense. No doubt about it. So let me show you a few more because I was able to +5 her. Don't ask me why I +5 her. Yeah, but I just really like this hero. I really like her. I love her design. I love all of her abilities and all that in that situation. But let me show you how she is on +5 on defense in Arena versus a very similar red team. I asked one of my guildies to attack me. Check it out. Alright guys, so this is the fight. I'm gonna talk about it while we actually show you the recording here. So anyhow, these are the results on the stats and things like that. Yeah, you can see by the numbers that the red team had a bunch of problems here. And actually, I'm surprised that Yuki did this much damage. She's not supposed to do this much damage, but she did really nice damage here. So let me show you here real quick. So let me show you a few of the heroes that I have here. Yuki, I decided to use this weapon because it raises her defense and shields and all that, but the more that I see, look at it, right off the bat, freezing 3 heroes. So right off the bat, it's really important to have all this. Boom, boom, boom. The first thing that I noticed on this defense team, there's not a lot of shields protecting everybody. And so I chose Artemis, but I think that I should have chosen a different Team Realm hero here. This is really close. These guys could have died any moment here. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you another fight a little bit later. Once I saw this, I changed it to another hero to fix this. But look at this. All these stunning, all this freezing. That's like almost double stun. And remember that since she's on defense, this freezing doesn't really work very well for the enemy, because if you don't connect any red stones here, you won't be able to get free. Look at this. The entire team is pretty much stunned at this moment. It switched there, but it's still freaking frozen. Look at that. Look at that. So Agony is in trouble right here. Let's see what happens here. He actually survived. Let's see a little bit more. Look, these keep freezing there. Let's check their stacks real quick. Minus 30% defense. The mana gain 33%. The Realm already knows that lowers the attack by 30% here. So it's pretty much counteracting how much attack you're getting from Searcher here. Let me put it a little faster here for you guys. Alright, now the entire team is in trouble because this team doesn't have any heals, so that's going to give a lot of problems in this situation because he doesn't have any way to actually recuperate all that life there. And more freezing. So in that situation, if you get mana screwed or with the stones here, it's finish the fight so strongly there. Because if you don't have any connections, you stay frozen until the 2 turns run out there. So a lot of problems for the team that is attacking specifically. So the realm run out. So that makes me think that maybe I want to have I want to have Yuki here with her own weapon to get the mana gain. But yeah, I would definitely want her to survive the situation. If she would have went out, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But somebody died, so it's gonna actually activate here with Agony's +5 ability when a hero dies. So in certain ways, it's inevitable, but it would have been nice to have them stunned, but at the same time her realm active through the enemy there. All right, so Agony's dead, so that's a big indicator that the fight is over. Because as the key to winning this beating this team is Gillian actually activating. And Gillian is barely activating the entire fight. Look at this. This is pretty sick, guys. Look at that. Gillian finally, after all that, Gillian is finally able to activate. Here, and she's still not able to activate. See what I'm talking about? This is the consequence of Yuki here. It would be funny if she gets frozen again. I mean, frosted again. Man, that is freaking amazing. Now she's finally active. So now he finally has a chance to actually kill somebody. But then he gets done, with gun off. So that's always a problem. now it's only Gillian, so if Gillian and a few more heroes will be able to attack, this hero over here, Artemis, would have been dead ages ago, but Yuki gets the job done there. And the fight is over. Look at that. Alright, so in this fight, I decided to switch Artemis for Apollo. Because after watching the last fight, I saw, okay, we definitely need Apollo to actually cleanse the damage share to be able to have a better synergy there with Gun of Heal. And not only that, this guy Apollo also gives 30% critical chance and 60% critical damage to Gunov here, and already is set him up with a crit weapon. So that's my strategy there. These two together is my enter in my defense team. So that is the strategy, and making sure that no damage share is on the enemy team so I can finish off the fight faster. So as you can see in the numbers, yeah, you're gonna see a lot more. I'm sorry, a lot less damage here. So that's a good indication that it was a lot more effective than the last one. But let me show you what actually happened here. So as I said, Apollo pretty much here. Let's see, gun off. I put Lupita's weapon to get the critical chance, because the counters do actually do critical damage there. Do crit and do critical damage. This I love, but he's able to actually get free of this when he activates. But if he gets frozen again, many of these heroes are gonna have a lot of problems. Let's see, because right now he doesn't have any stones in the board. So this is the style of play. He's going to activate Alden to reset the board and so forth. Let's see if he gets lucky with the stones here at least. Because this is straight up luck. He does have a few connections for red, so not bad. But since two of them are stunned, well, three of them are stunned and one is frozen. Well, I mean, everybody's frozen at this point. Stun frozen. So, yeah. So since Yuki is a slow hero, if you're gonna plan to use her at +1, you're probably an Antia team would be the best option for her, since she is a slow hero. Or getting her own weapon, maybe that'll help her a lot. So you saw there, since Gamoth is +5, Agony revive, but since he's an immortal killer, he died right off the bat. But everybody is stunned right now. But the good thing is that the realm for Apollo is still activated here. Let's see. This frozen, man. This frozen helped so much. I mean, frosted. I have to make the distinction. The frosted. As I show you guys on the first update video, the frosted can be used with a bunch of heroes from her own faction from Escabron. So very powerful stuff, guys. So the first thing that I've noticed on this defense team is, now that I have Apollo, the shields are everywhere on this team. Like, everyone has a bunch of shields. So it's a really more tighter defense than before, for sure. In terms of shields, it's a lot tighter there. And the realms are activated every single turn, so Agony won't be able to do a lot of things in comparison to the last fight. So that's why I chose Apollo for sure. But Yuki is, yeah, without Yuki lowering the attack, lowering the defense, lowering everything pretty much, even the mana received and frosted. I mean, yeah, it's a very effective team for sure. I'm sorry, I forgot to make this a little faster here. And frosted again. See, if the enemy doesn't do any red connections, it's gonna make him so much again. This is amazing. This is amazing, guys. Amazing. All right, the fight is almost over here, but look at all that shields. Look at all that. The enemy's pretty much not doing anything. Agony is amazing. He does stun a few times. However, he's not gonna lower the defense. He's not gonna lower the attack. Lowering the mana as well. So in certain situations, Yuki is better. However, Agony can be like an ender in a very big way as well. So that makes him a little bit more priority. But that doesn't mean that Yuki is like worse on defense, because yeah, she is pretty amazing on defense, as you can see. But the enemy is not doing anything there. Very, very powerful stuff, guys, for sure. So a few things, guys, that we definitely need to talk about is that her +5 only activates once for one hero in the entire fight. So if one hero is revived and gets the 100% shields, then that's it. That you won't be getting anything else. The enemy does get frozen and all that, but only happens one time in that situation. So that makes the +5 so much more weaker than it should have in comparison to Agony and things like that. It is nice that it gets 100% shields back. However, if you're playing in War, you're gonna get 50% less shields, and there's enemies that also eliminate shields right off the bat, like Gillian. Gillian is not gonna let you get those shields back, and she's gonna kill you right off the bat. So this +5 sadly isn't as powerful as other heroes in the past. However, as I spoke about before, this +1 will make her work for you as long as you set her up with a shield weapon, like Reginald's weapon. They give shield by 33%. That's going to make her survive a lot more, for sure. And as long as you have a good ender, a good hero that is an ender on your defense team, it is going to be effective on that setup, for sure. The +3, I think it's very good. It's very powerful. 10 mana is really nice. However, since she's slow, I noticed that the 10, it's very little. It's very little. You need I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's 150 mana to be able to get full mana when you're slow. I could be mistaken. I have to check that out. But I'm pretty sure it's 150. So 10 by 10, this is pretty slow. So definitely, if you want to use her on defense, make sure to have an amazing shield weapon, and you can get her +1 and put her on defense. That is very powerful right off the bat. You don't need to actually have this one, just this one here. So if you already have her on a +1, you can set her up on defense in this situation, as I showed in a few videos there. And remember, this ability for the Escobar, when she actually takes skill damage, she will get 10% mana. So that's a lot more than the 10 from the +3. So setting her up with other heroes on the attack that are from her own faction is going to be effective. I have tried it, and it's pretty amazing, guys. If you want more information about that, you can check it out on my first update video here. However, do I think is she a must-have hero? I still don't think that she's a must-have hero, because the thing is that even though she is amazing with her own faction, on the attack, she's not as effective, she's not as controlling, because the thing is that on defense, heroes will gain mana on their own all the time. On defense is another story, because there are times in which the enemy is going to have to wait 1 or even 2 turns to get that frosted away if they don't have any mana on the board. So that is that is a huge advantage in that situation, her on defense. For bosses, I've seen some crazy things with her, especially with the intruder boss. So don't single her out yet for PvE. Because there's still a lot of testing and still a lot of cool things that you can actually do with her on PvE. But I don't think that she's a must-have hero, because the thing is that you're able to play the game without her without any problems. You don't need her in that situation. However, if you're having problems on defense, especially in War, and you're having problems that your team is getting killed or eliminated really quickly, Yuki +1 could be the solution for you if you're really looking for a defense hero. And the main reason why people summon is to get good defense hero. So this is a very good defense hero. And clearly, with the featured skills here from the badges, the developers really want this hero to be good on defense. Because if they put 20% defense when the battle begins, it's because she is intended to actually be on defense. So yeah, very cool stuff. And as I said before, you'll be able to get these badges for control really easily, because she is the only hero that is controlled. That is 5 stars in the entire game, for sure. Alright, guys, so those are my thoughts there. Oh, right. If you really want to know who to summon right now, because yeah, the developers really made us get confused there of who heroes are actually going to come in, because we thought that it was going to be Raphael, and she never even appeared on any of these, and instead they put 2 green heroes, which is weird. It's strange in that situation. But yeah, if you're wondering who to choose in this situation, I would say go for Molly. Molly is a pretty amazing hero, even at +0, and I've made so much sense with this hero. It is pretty amazing. As long as you use her correctly, she is gonna be pretty overwhelming for your enemy. And she creates stones. She buffs your entire team. She's a very good choice in that situation. The thing is with Guanju, he's not a bad hero, especially at +1. He's able to get mana and all that, and he is the best dispeller for green in the game, in my opinion. Because he actually dispels more than one target instead of just one target. However, I've been playing him for a long time, and I've always left him out because he's not as good as other green heroes in that situation. But he is a good choice if you really want to have a good dispeller on your team there. And as I said, if you want to get Yuki, I highly recommend to get her at +1, that situation. She is a very, very powerful hero on defense. I have no doubt about that. Anybody that tells you that she's bad on defense, they don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I'm sorry. I've been testing this hero non-stop, and the same result keeps up over and over again. She is amazing, guys. So out of these 3, definitely get Molly, and after that, Yuki. If you're able to get Guanju to +1, if you really got this hero, you need him to get +1, because that ability to get mana from red stones is pretty freaking powerful, guys. Alright guys, so finally, that is the end of the video. Alright guys, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you think I made a mistake, please leave it in the comments, guys, and we'll talk about it. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.